Hello friends, and welcome to today's project of making green gooseberry jam. The ingredient list is in the description. Such a bright and sexy burst of sour flavor. Green gooseberries are such an English classic, used in making tarts, classic fruit fools, and in this case jam. I got the inspiration from one of my favorite jam brands, Tiptree. They are long-time jam makers. They are based in Essex. I have been there several times down in Colchester. Whenever I'm down there, because that is where Jessica is from, her mother, Nikki, takes me there. I love jams, and that is why that is one of my favorite places to go to. Let's try the jam. It has a hard set with nice jellification. The flavor is rather mellow, and the tartness of the gooseberry is taken back by the amount of sugar. Overall, it is a very nice, well-rounded jam. So lucky for me, while I went to Colchester over the summertime, Nikki was coincidentally also growing her own gooseberries in her wonderful garden. Here's what a gooseberry bush looks like. The branches are laced with sharp thorns, so you have to be careful when you pick the gooseberries. Test them by squeezing them. Once you're able to find a relatively ripe or riper one, let's try it straight from the bush. Here is a gooseberry close-up from the bush. You will notice there are these little hairs, but they aren't sharp. My gosh, that is such a kick. I'm awake now. Fresh, bright, full of flavor. If you don't have access to fresh gooseberries from the bush, you can always buy them in the shop when the season is right. I was able to buy a box for a good price. This is also good with a meat dish such as pork. You could also make hot gooseberry chutney, which Tiptree also makes. These are too sour to eat on their own, so we're gonna have to add a few things to jazz it up. First things first, let's take care of their tops and bottom. You can either pinch them or use a knife, whichever works. Once you have done that, just cut them in half. This will help in breaking them down while cooking, and it will cook faster. There are these little tiny seeds in them. Take a medium-sized pot and place the cut gooseberries in. I came to a total weight of 340 grams. Now in the meantime, let me introduce to you pectin powder. Pectin is a natural thickening agent used in jam making. Pectin is most especially found high in apples, citrus like lemons and oranges. Measure out 6 grams of pectin powder. Next, measure the same weight of caster sugar to gooseberries, which is 340 grams. Take a small bowl and place some sugar into the small bowl. Next, pour in the pectin powder. Doing it this way just helps to dissolve the pectin powder later on. Then pour only the sugar into the pot with the gooseberries. I will be adding a secondary complementary flavor to the gooseberry jam, which is also a classic combination. It will be elderflower in the form of cordial. That combination is such a harmony between floral notes and sourness with a lively kick from the gooseberry. Measure out 115 grams of cordial. Then pour in 225 grams of water, making it a total of 340 grams of liquid. The water will help in the cooking of the gooseberries. Take the pot over to the stove and turn on the heat to medium to high. We want the mixture to boil. Once it starts to boil, slowly pour in the sugar and pectin mixture. Make sure you stir while doing this. We want the temperature to reach 103 degrees Celsius. Once it has reached 103 degrees Celsius, take it to one side. I've got a frozen spoon here. You can dip that in to test if the jam will set. Draw a line, and if the line remains, the jam will set when it cools. Also, with a cold spoon, you're able to try the jam straight away if you want to check for flavor intensity or sweetness. Otherwise it will be too hot. Pour the jam into a glass container. Place some cling film on the top of the jam surface. This helps in preventing a skin from forming in the fridge. Before I place it in the fridge, I want to show you something first. I'm going to bring it up to my ceiling light. I always love doing this when making jams. I love the translucent part and how the light passes through, allowing you to see the individual characters in the jam. Such a beautiful amber color. I can't wait for this, but I will have to. The next day. Take the jam out of the fridge. That just looks very inviting. Shiny with a great texture. I'm going to enjoy this over some soft brioche buns. Just look at that. Come on, what a better way to have breakfast. This is just delicious. Such a lively combination plus spreadable texture. You could also enjoy this with some pancakes, in cupcakes, or try with other breads such as crumpets. In fact, crumpets and this jam would also be very good. Well, there you have it. Green Gooseberry Jam. Thank you for watching. As usual, it was a pleasure having you with us on this journey today. If you enjoyed what you watched, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to be notified of upcoming videos, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.